Hey, what's going on, Todd Shaw, with another episode of the Sawdust Dude. Woo! All right, man. Hey, listen, today we're at the Utsman Chambers house, working with the historic Salisbury Foundation, a cool old historical house built in the early 1800s. And so, cool property here. And we've got some kitchen cabinets that we just installed. And I wanted to just show you the process of putting on pulls and knobs. So let's check it out. Well, cool. So here are our cabinets here, and obviously we just installed these, and we've got some tape here that we use so the plumber can get in and out and do his little job, but that's just not very decorative. So let me show you some of the tools that we'll use today. Obviously you'll need a drill and some drill bits. Here's the pulls and the knobs right here that the foundation decided to use. Looks really good on this particular cabinet setup here. But we got a couple templates that we're going to use, and this is really the easiest way to do it. All right, well, let's look at, we're going to do our doors first, but we got this little jig right here. It looks like this. Now, you can pick these up at the Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever your big box store is. And it's just over there in the knob and pull section, you can really pick these up. And it's really the easiest, kind of foolproof way to go. I've got this one. This one's primarily for doors. And then I've got another one when you have drawers. It's going to be a template like that. Now I've got painter's tape, and I'll show you my little tricks so we don't make mistakes and mess up. But that's the kind of the templates that we'll use for, and like I said, this one's for the drawers. All right, so let's check out doing the doors first. Now, I checked with with Rachel, and who's the general contractor, and you know, some people put them down here, some people put them up here, some people put them up there, and really it's just a preference of where they go. But from in here, I've made a decision. You can kind of see now. I've got a hole here. I've got a hole here. You can see where I use that, and I made that little mark, and then I got a hole here. But she kind of wants it right here. And so I've got my template, and it's pretty simple. We just come from in here, and we just take a little pencil, make sure everything's tight on the top and bottom. We'll just make our little mark right there on the door. Now you can take painter's tape or a little Sharpie, but let me do a better job of marking there. So that's what we're looking like. I did go back and put painter's tape on there. Now we're just going to take our drill bit. We're going to take our drill bit that's basically the same size as the bolt that's going in. Okay, so I've got that threaded machine that's going to go all the way through the door. And so one of the things that I always like to do is I'll take a piece of sacrificial wood and I'll stick it on the back side of my door. So when I'm drilling through, I don't get a big blowout back here. All right, so I can get a nice clean exit. Got my sacrificial block. I'm just gonna take my drill bit, just line it up, hold everything kind of 90 degrees and how I want it, and just simply start drilling. No need to go real fast. And then it's come out the back side already. Reverse my drill. Got that. You don't have to drop the knob necessarily. I just stick it on the back side, kind of take my thumb, and now I only have about a 3/16 of an inch sticking out. And I just thread on my new knob, and so kind of take a look at that, and there we go. And obviously the next one's going to go right beside it. So from here, so that's why it's real important just to use these templates like this, and so you can line everything up, and that way everything just kind of stays level and just. It doesn't drive the OCD in your life crazy. Here's another little trick you can use, and this is a little adjusting tri-square that I want to make sure that this hole this hole lines up with this hole here. So I got my spacing. You can check your spacing out, but you can take you can take your square, and I'm going to get the top, make sure it's all right, and then I can take that, drop it down. Then I can come over here and just transfer my mark. So I got my mark right there like that, and then I could come over here. I can come over here and then take my square, move it in, and then transfer this over here. Now you can see we got the doors level and the knobs look spot on, and I just wanted to show you inside here. This screw right here will do the height of a door going up and down, and all these little different screws you can adjust different aspects of the door and how it closes. And these are soft closed doors. Now let's take a look at the drawer here. Obviously, I want my handle, get back here, I want my handle to be in the center of like that. And I've already taken my template. And these templates, sometimes you have to move them all around. And I figured out that one, this always needs to be the top. I've got a center mark here, so I can line that up with my door there. And then I've got the correct holes. Now you can see all the holes on there. Good gosh almighty, it looks like Swiss cheese or woodpeckers. But I put a piece of tape on there so I know exactly how these handles need to line up, and you can see how it will look perfectly in line with that. And basically you're doing the whole process over again that we did on the doors. I'll make my little mark. You can even take a bullet level, make sure that you got those horizontal. Everything's looking good. But basically that's the process of putting on doors, on pulls and handles on cabinetry. These little jigs right here, and there are nicer ones out there that you can buy, but these are just some cheap ones that if you just use every now and then, that's just the way to go if you're doing your own cabinet pulls and knobs. Hey, but that's it in a nutshell. So how to do a door pulls and handles on cabinetry, and getting those little jigs and all those little tips and tricks there. But listen, you got any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll get back with you. And stay tuned. We'll have more videos from some older homes, especially coming up with the Historical Salisbury Foundation in Salisbury, North Carolina. So check out their website there as well. But anyway, hey, appreciate you watching another episode of the Sawdust Stew. Oh yeah, see ya.